Hello everyone. Tonight we explore the story of a person, Hulagu Khan, the grandson of Genghis Khan, whose name alone struck terror into the hearts of millions. He was the shadow of death riding across the lands of Persia and the Middle East between 1256 and 1265. Wherever he went, rivers turned red with blood and skies black with burning smoke. Cities that had stood for centuries crumbled in fire within days. The walls of Baghdad, once the jewel of the Islamic world, collapsed under his siege. He ordered mountains of skulls to be built as monuments to fear, so no survivor would ever forget his wrath. Scholars, poets, and innocent families were butchered without mercy. Hulagu was not just a conqueror. He was a storm of annihilation, a force that erased civilizations in his march. Tonight, we descend into his world of cruelty, ambition, and fire, where mercy was nothing more than a forgotten word. In the cold steppes of Mongolia, where endless grasslands stretched beneath a sky painted with storms, a child was born in 1217. His name was Hulagu, grandson of the great Genghis Khan. From the moment of his birth, the whispers of destiny surrounded him. Unlike other children, Hulagu was nurtured in a world where war was the language and conquest the religion. Tales of his grandfather's thunderous victories echoed around the fires of his tribe. In those stories, power was not a dream, but an inheritance, and Hulagu's bloodline ensured that one day he too would carry the sword of empire. But no one could have foreseen the scale of terror that tiny child would one day unleash upon the world. As Hulagu grew, his education was not of books, but of horses, bows, and blades. Mongol boys were taught to ride before they could walk firmly. They were hardened by freezing winters and scorching summers, their games soaked in the violence of survival. Hulagu's mentors trained him to shoot arrows while galloping at full speed, to strike fear into the hearts of men long before he ever commanded armies. Every day of his youth sharpened him into a weapon, polished by tradition, sharpened by blood, and ready to be drawn by fate itself. The empire of Genghis was vast, and Hulagu was born into its heartbeat, destined to carve his own mark. The Mongol court was unlike any other in the medieval world. It was a shifting camp of tents, filled with the smell of meat roasting over open fires, with golden vessels resting beside iron swords. Hulagu's mother, Sorghaghtani Beki,